its lip.
Oh shit.
Good morning.
Of course it'll be good. It's Chad, you pal. Let Chad work.
So, how do you like experiencing your 27th birthday down here, Polly?
It's really amazing. I'm loving it.
What is it like compared to what you thought it would be like?
I didn't have many expectations actually. When I just get into the place that I watched in the video, I think we're going there right now.
But it's crazy how they really can't capture it in the videos.
Yes.
You know?
It was way harder than I thought.
Yeah.
But I'm glad that I
kicked ass though.
I did.
What'd you think of that first day hike?
Man, the first day hike.
What were you thinking in your head?
That I wouldn't get into the end, you know. I was just like, hey, I can do my tent right here.
You were just gonna camp out?
It was really hard.
But now
What's that? I heard it. I heard two things popping.
could be a bobcat.
I don't think so. I think it's just lizards.
Lizard? No. Doesn't walk with. Lighting is insane coming through here. I think this is bamboo.
No, this is not true. Oh my. This is a dreamy road.
Need a bamboo straw?
You look like a human did
It's like,
that.
it is a human that did it.
I know, this is from the nature. You did like of walking, not because it is.
As you make your way even further into the canyon, just before Cliff Arch, you will find yourself walking through the most unique tiny trail, perfectly cut through a field of bamboo. Walking through these awesome reeds. So cool. It really is quite cinematic and definitely gives off that yellow brick road vibe.
I don't know, it's like a fairy tale path. It really looks like a fairy tale path.
Yeah.
So perfect, like every little curve, the plants on the right. Oh, look at the shit. So cute. Oh, look, I'm gonna put my head on it.
Yeah.
Bye on it.
Every section you turn reveals a new favorite part of the canyon. It's almost like a virtual museum with a new art installation around every turn. Moving from one canvas to another, I felt like I was in an Albert Bierstadt painting. 2 years ago, when we ran into a family of deer, they didn't even run away. They merely just gave us an annoyed stare, as if to say, take a picture, it'll last longer.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I was flying.
right there, man. Woo! That's a really nice camp spot, huh? Yeah. Yeah, this is a great camp spot. Great camp spot. Probably get spring water here too. Pretty cool, huh, buddy? Further upstream, we eventually reach the arch, which at this particular time looked like the entrance to a fairy tale, as the sunbeams lit the backside almost too perfectly. Coyote Natural Bridge. Although on the smaller side comparatively to other arches in Utah, this 50-foot wide natural bridge still commands attention. It's so picturesque as it sits perfectly centered above the river trail. Rumor has it that a pilot actually flew a small plane through it. Just over 2 years ago, I was able to call this iconic structure my home for a day. As we spent our time creating art, taking long exposures, and drinking way too much instant coffee. It's even more special seeing people react to it for the first time, as the only words that will come to you is, wow.
Wow, look at that.
Woo-hoo! And then we come up to these awesome waterfalls coming up after this. That's where we'll have lunch.
So wait, that's the arch. That's me.
Coyote Arch.
It ain't alright, keep spinning out ahead. It was cold outside when I hit the ground. Say I could sleep here, forget all the fear. It would take time to grow. Maybe I don't know.
So what do you think of the trail, Wellington?
That's pretty easy. Beautiful.
Yeah, you like it?
Nice place. Sure.
How'd you sleep last night?
I had like pretty good sleep.
Yeah?
It was easy. Was tired.
Yeah? We drank
Short.
the last of the beers and liquor last night.
Played some music.
Yeah.
Pretty dope.
Yeah, a little ukulele. This is actually probably one of the best campsites right here. If it was nice and no rain, this would be an awesome campsite. After passing Cliff Arch, you soon will come upon one of the most photographed natural features in the canyon, Swiss Cheese Falls. The name suits it well. A fantastic formation where the sandstone over time eventually formed this very unique pattern of swirls, dips, and pools. I can just imagine that when the Native Americans lived here, This was the watering hole where everyone came to gossip and tell stories.
Teardrop on the fire, fearless on my breath.
See, it looks just like Swiss cheese. It's just like Swiss cheese, right? Gruyere. Gruyere Falls.